This is a big deal. This is a tier one former tier one operator who's worked with several other agencies in the intelligence community, and what he has to say is, I think, I think no less than extraordinary. Um, this is kind of the one of the big breaks we were trying to create an opportunity where people like this individual could come forward, a special operator with firsthand knowledge of the UAP effort that the U.S. government is behind, that has been behind for a long time. If it turns out to be true that these individual, by the way, his credentials are impeccable. If it turns out to be true, then and right now I don't see any reason why not. What he's saying is panning out. I haven't personally vetted the individual, but I have spent the last year and a half working with other individuals trying to facilitate these individuals to come forward, this one in particular, and to have this conversation with the American people. Um, the story is something that I can't say that I haven't heard before. I have, but now it's finally being made public. Um, there's a lot of things here to unpack. First and foremost, this is a person who has served their country honorably and has done so for many years and has lived in the shadows. Is not seeking fame, is not seeking notoriety, just wants to tell the truth. And I can certainly appreciate that. That's exactly how I feel. Um, the individual does have some very significant concerns for their personal well-being, which I completely understand. Again, through firsthand experience, I understand what that feels like. But this individual decided to come out anyways and have the conversation, which I think should be applauded. Um, I think when the American people see some of the evidence that this individual has, um, you're going to leave some people scratching their heads. And that's okay, because I think now we're getting to the point in the conversation of disclosure where people are realizing that, yeah, this is real. It has occurred and it's continuing to occur, and our government hasn't always been completely truthful about it. I am absolutely certain there's probably really good reasons for it. I don't agree with those reasons, but with that said, I must respect those reasons, and that's why it's taken us so long, over 7 years, to get to this point in the conversation. Because we had to do it right, and there was only one chance to do it right and a whole bunch of chances to do it wrong. Ultimately, I don't know how this is going to play out. My hope is that members of Congress will see this. My hope is that individuals in the new Trump administration will see this and begin to start asking the hard questions and do some of the things that we have made recommendations in the past to do. Things like new legislation, things like a national strategy for U.S. air domain to include anomalous phenomenon, to include things like drones and, yes, Chinese spy balloons and all these things that are in our air space that we have no idea what they are, and in some cases where they're coming in from or where they're going and who's behind operating them. So we made several recommendations. One is to create a single point of contact, or belly button, if you will, for the new Trump administration, create a czar position that won't really require more resources, but will help streamline all the disparate organizations to a single focal point where they can report information, and the president, if he needs an answer to a question, he can get it in 5 minutes instead of 5 days or 5 weeks or 5 months in some cases. And then also, as I said just a moment ago, the requirement for a national level strategy, a strategy that looks at the strengths and the weaknesses of our air domain awareness capability, assessing all the systems that we have, and get them to talk to one another a little better, what we call tipping and queuing. And of course, enable Congress to do their job and pass laws to streamline, if you will, some of the processes in the UAP collection activity of the United States government,